Okay, honey. Here we are sitting at LuLu's.
I love LuLu's. I love sitting out at the water, and there's a boat passing by, and it's just beautiful here. It's bright, and sunny, and colorful, and it's a great place. But you know what made this so special is that we were able to go to church this morning at First Baptist of Gulf Shores, and the great thing about it is that no matter what part of the country you go to, you can always find a Baptist church to go to. And you know, a lot of people sit at home and they're lonely and they don't know how to fit into a new community, but we just went to the Baptist church this morning and already made new friends from Tennessee. They're sitting right over there.
Yep, there they are,
and,
sitting over there.
Just a great family and two great couples traveling here from Tennessee. And
we exchanged numbers and email.
We have, and so it's just a blessing that God gives us. He networks His children, and no matter where you go, you can always fit in and just be right at home. So we just love it.
I remember when we first moved to Conyers, we used to go to lunch with your sister and her husband and their family or whatever, and we didn't know anybody, and we used to remark how
we said Susan should run for mayor because she knew everybody. Everywhere we went, somebody was coming up to her, whether it was in the pharmacy or in the grocery store or at a restaurant. And little did we know that it was all about being a member of First Baptist Church in Conyers. And so it just makes such a huge difference within a year of us attending there and plugging in and volunteering and being a part of God's body, as He says for us to do. We couldn't possibly be lonely. It feels like we know everybody in town. And everywhere we go, people come up to us in restaurants and grocery stores and pharmacies, just like they did to my sister.
I would tell you an important thing also, like the pastor talked about this morning, talked about hunger in the world, and the pastor talked about hunger in the world this morning. He talked about 2 billion people that don't even get one real meal a day. And just look at the abundance of food. We're sitting in a restaurant where families come here and they pile on the food here at the restaurant, and it's just unbelievable how much food. And I think that it's a blessing from God, from our founders who were obedient to God, from our churches who have been missionaries to the world and have done their best to feed the world and to bring the real bread of life, which is Jesus Christ and His Word, to the world. And we have this thing going on now where we think it's got government that needs to do it, but folks, it's you and me that need to do it. We just need to see a hungry person on the street and feed them. That's what the gospel says, to feed the hungry.
Well, you know, I always say that, you know, it would be impossible for us to help everyone in the world that needs our help, but I do believe that God puts us in touch with the ones that He intends for us to help. And if everyone would just be obedient to that one or two that God puts in front of them, and when He puts them in front of them, I think that's how we address world hunger and poverty, and also giving to our church. I know that our church has ministries all over the world, and we can't always be there, but we can certainly contribute to it.
Well, I'll tell you, we've been to, the great thing that I like is we've been to traveling to different churches, Methodist and Baptist churches, and everyone seems to really be community oriented. And I've really seen, for those of you who do not attend, church, you know, you really have to understand it's the churches that are doing the work. It's the churches that are getting out into the community, feeding the homeless, clothing those who need clothing. I just can't strongly say enough. It's the church that's doing it. Got a boat pulling up to the dock here. Look at those 4 outboard 300 Mercury motors. This thing could race at Daytona. road out there. Again, we're at LuLu's. This is EdwardCTracey.com travel. No, ma'am.
Been down here since Thursday. We haven't had anybody to take a picture of the four of us.
Well, if you
2 or 3, or you know, and I said, I need somebody.
you do the same for us.
You better believe it. You want me to take a picture of you and your wife?
You can see here they've got live music. You can hear it playing. I don't know if it's shadowed or not, but okay. Say that again, Madison.
Cheeseburger, mayonnaise, and mustard. Did you have the onion rings as well?
Yes.
Those are good. There's the wild sauce. And a half and half loaf. Thank you. A couple ordered of fries. You guys enjoy fries?
That's
You guys
okay.
some now. Ketchup is in your large container. Cocktail sauce is in the small. You guys enjoy.
Do y'all have like some tartar sauce?
It's right behind you.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you. You see the onion rings and the burger. We've been eating a lot of fish, so today I decided to get a burger because everybody said their burgers were really good. And what did you get on yours, Andy?
I got half and half, fried shrimp and fried oysters.
Okay.
Po' boy.
It's a po' boy.